Hello trader and welcome to this Bitcoin technical and order flow analysis. In today's video I want to go over trades I was taking past few days. We can actually focus on the move to the upside on Thursday into the Friday short, and then we will cover the weekend and also a bit of trading today. Also on Friday there was very specific thing happening in the order books, so I will give it you can learn about this a lot from the Tradingdifferent analysis, so we will cover that as well. You had one of the most easiest day ever this year. You could make a lot of money on shorting, yes. So we will be talking about that. So we can start actually with the trade number one. I will take it very briefly. So this trade here is a swing trade. It was 50k retest. We had massive absorptions there. This trade was covered really strongly in the group, so I'm not gonna go very deeply into that. But you see how was the potential for the trade set in the group, yes. So you see my initial target for this trade was to be heading for the 61,000. Above these highs, definitely. I marked this area here. This is the initial point of selling when the equities and whole world was heading down based on Japan and big deleveraging cycle, was happening, not cycle, just day. So when you go beyond these highs, all the people who were shorting the fundamental drop in the markets will be forced out based on stop losses and liquidations, and also people who sold their Bitcoin, we can say cheaply, below 60k down to 49k, they will be rebuying their position. So going behind this high was for me pretty much set as one of the goals. But we arrived into the trade area. Look at this trade area. This trade area I gave traders at the beginning of the week. So this is Thursday short, but I was giving this trade area a few days prior. This is ultimate, if you trade long enough, you know where are the best reward ratio trade areas. And even before you know what will be the reaction there and order flow and other parameters, I was expecting there will be at least intraday short from this area for multiple reasons. We will go over that. So you see this was one of the targets, and this swing long still has major target at 65,000, because 65,000 is now major resistance. We will be going over that at the end of the video, why 65k is big resistance, and you will see another very likely rejection down there in the future, maybe one day or 1 month from now. So yes, this is the target. One thing I want to mention in case market goes for the much deeper pullbacks, this swing long had to take profits already, yes. So it's I think it has like 40% run, 30% actually it's left on this swing long, because we already had from the area, like from the entry, we had 25% move. So you are not only trader, you are also like risk manager, so you need to take some nice take profit when market moves 25%. Of course, pullbacks becoming more likely. This is inner Bitcoin volatility. If we get for much deep pullbacks below these lows, because these are now equal lows, I will be looking to add to position. It will raise my stop loss. It will make it wider, especially if you trade on Bybit, yes, not some prop firm. So because there you have just one main position. Wider stop loss, but again higher exposure. That's what I will do. I did 25% move on this already, so I can have much wider stop loss without any going into the loss. So this trade just that was the coverage. This trade I can cover also a bit briefly. So this is trade number 2. So your last chance, if you miss the 50k long retest, yes, before taking out the lows, you had the impulse. This was the first serious pullback. We can actually go to Exocharts, so you will see the main confluence happening there. We will go to the 50-minute order flow template, where we watch relative volumes and other parameters getting met, like this. So when we were pushing to the upside, we had many order book limit orders here in this area, so market had hard time, I can actually show you that. So we go to 1 minute time frame here. So that's why it was pretty controlled uptrend. Over here we are. But market after 50k drop becomes super easy to trade for me. Not even for me, for a lot of traders in the group. Order books, everything got big respect. You see the big entity was placing massive walls from 56,500 up to 57,800. So this was giving the we were uptrending in the structure, but this was slowing down the market. So I had many shorts when market was going into these walls. Yes, in the end we filled like 90% of them. I actually believe this was one huge 100 million plus long on the lows, and he was taking take profit one because each wall was 500 bitcoins, so it's very likely it could be similar entity. So once he filled most of the take profit one, and actually he exhausted the market because market tried to push up, but he, there was problem to breach these walls. We went for the major pullback. We were doing some really nice absorptions at the lows. Order books were on our side on the pullback. That was really great. But you had also help from this template. By the way, you trapped. If you go into here, you trapped around 2,000 something longs at highs. Yes, very close to the highs. So once market went for the pullback, we were waiting when all these longs will be destroyed, and then you can look actually for the position. And you see what happened at the lows. This is, by the way, the last thing you want to do. You don't want to be breakout trader. You will not be longing highs and you will not be shorting lows. That's like one of the main rules of trading, because you see what happened. People longing highs, getting destroyed at lows, like open interest and net longs. Look at that, full decline, destroyed. Now big people started to come. Look at that. Look at the delta, 104 million out of 270 million volume, and also another big shorts trying to, they actually did swing failure pattern. So you had really tight entry here if you wanted for your day trade and scalp. So massive shorts, shorting the lows. If market starts to bounce, you see what happened like immediately. So it's, by the way, crazy 1 minute candle. This is 50 minutes, but it was only 1 minute. Someone who was shorting 1,600 Bitcoin at lows, he literally closed at once here, and he moved market. Look at those, force buying. He moved market immediately from 55,450 up to 57,600. Massive. When after such move you would expect a bit of pullback, but it never happened. So your positions, if you were longing on and betting on shorts getting absorbed and squeezed, you got this big move captured from. So yeah, this trade was also sure we had more conflicts here. I will not be discussing that, but the order flow reason I was just showing you these major absorptions, potential for squeeze played out. That was just beautiful. I really literally no words. So this was intraday exposure for me since Wednesday up to Thursday. But if I hide everything, let me hide everything, and I will turn on this nice rectangle given to our traders on Monday. The trade area was hit. When the trade area is hit, it means you look for some take profits on any longs you are in, and you look for nice shorts. Okay, so that's first initial idea, because market now is very overstretched. It moved there exhaustively, but now we can discuss why this trade area was so important, why you are seeing first change of structure and much deeper pullback here. Okay, we can actually go with my posts if we want to look at that. So trade area is prepared. This was at the beginning of the week. I was reassuring traders they need to be ready for this first trade area, because you see much stronger area is still above us, but this trade area has had potential to actually stop us. Yes, so you see what was the confluence here. So the first major confluence was your CME gap close. I'm actually doing some backtesting on CME further, because we already utilized CME for past few years, but I think there is even more potential to use CME and incorporate it into our trading. One of the good things I want to do more backtesting is when is the chance you actually fill the gap the same day or even a few hours after the open. There are certain situations and confirmations you want to see for that to happen. If that happens, it's just important, because sometimes, like recently, look at what happened. We had CME gap and then we went for the downside. This was the global macro downside event, of course. Yes, so immediate move to the downside. We also created this is another type of the CME gap. When equities are closed for 1 hour, close to the Asia, then CME is closed as well with the equities. So you are creating inner workday gaps. They also tend to be closed. Actually, this was literally close to the dollar and market reverse. So CME is very powerful. Why you pay attention to CME? Because CME holds largest position open interest currently. There is over 10 billion open interest there compared to Binance where we have 8 billion. So institutional money are already larger than Binance itself. That's what it means when you open the road for ETF trading as well. So CME is becoming more and more important. It actually creates own swing value patterns as well, front run every single exchange and many times. So yeah, pay attention to it. So you see what happened here. So CME gap definitely was major target for me. Here is a bit psychology behind CME gap, like especially like this one. So trader, we were in the really beautiful range. Traders were longing 63,000, yes, on Thursday and Friday on CME and around the exchanges. Market is now closing. We are getting the major deleveraging event. Market is falling heavily. There was a bit of try to close CME gap, but we then went further down. This is also like bad sign when you try to close it, but you then start falling down and going beyond the CME open. Okay, so we fall down. All the people who were longing CME on the CME and other exchanges, but on CME as well, got instantly trapped. Okay, those people outside CME had chance to close during the weekend. That's what caused the cascades as well. But CME gap, no. CME traders were waiting for the retest. So when you retest the open, many people who are longing this market structure are now closing. So you get not only CME target close, a lot of people also use the CME gap as a profit area. So you are having people who are long from intraday, and swing traders are take profit here, same as me, causing move to the downside. And also you have the trap traders leaving the market. As they are long, they need to close position. They are also closing down, and so you have double confluence here. Plus also you have new shorts piling in. So you have like three forces together pushing market down. Beautiful. From technical analysis perspective, I will be showing you. So when we go to market structures, we can clearly see this area actually can now be done a bit wider. But before you were, so this is very aggressive downtrend, yes. You've created very little resistance, especially in this move to the downside, almost like not much resistance created, yeah. It was mainly inefficiencies, low volume. But the really good first resistance, if market bounces like heavily like Bitcoin, like substantially, is going to be these two lows, yeah. This also in the past, it was previously good support. It led to much further upsides. And now you're retesting these two lows where so many people were longing Thursday and Friday. So what's gonna happen? Very like rejection, okay? So that was another confluence for me to build short there, for me to put the trade area there. And also you need to view it from the anchor view up perspective. And these two anchor view ups were essential to our time frame. So first of all, you have the main, this was the current downtrend move. I mean, like when we approached the range, this was the another big move to the downside. We started another rotation of the range. So I'm watching this anchor view up here. It was like two of them. One of them was from the high, but this one is also tracking volume from the high. Why I was watching that? Because it had immediate influence on the price. It was a lot of like a bias tool. When the market was heading down, and it was staying below the anchor view ups, trend was very strong. That's one of the main abilities of anchor view up, is gonna tell you how strong you are trending, and if there is potential to trend change. After we got the first retest, we actually got a bit of rejection, so you got nice scalp at least. You got then pushed to the upside, yeah. You got pushed to the upside and you held the retest. Since that moment, you trade above, and each consecutive retest was holding. Then we have a lot of chop here. I don't trade such chops when price is there like for a few hours. I'm waiting for the when market truly pushes outside and shows me its card. Market tried to push to the upside, but it had new anchor view ups from the recent 70k short, and so was rejecting. And now we see what's happening. Now we are losing a big momentum. Now you go to the downside, so your bias is also switching to the downside. So you see in the past, this is very crucial anchor view up for me. And now you see what happened again. Big retest and rejection. Plus, it was like double view up. Another view up, which was giving us rejection into the trade area, was the VWAP, which is measuring volume from 38,000. I call this anchor bull market of 2023 for bull market VWAP because this anchor VWAP is measuring volume which created recent bull market. Because when we breached 47k, then 60k, and then we made new all-time highs, it was thanks to this anchor VWAP. So again, it's good bias tool. If you stay below it, each time you start to trade below it, you go for more downside. Each time you stay above, market is creating upper boundaries of the 5-month range. Yes, more recent example, market is now falling down after the strong bridge of that anchor VWAP. You are holding in to retest. It's so good for reactions. Yeah, it's giving, the longer time you don't retest it, is like recharging. Then it's giving you that one nice trade on the first keys. You lost that market moving down. Now it's trading down with more bearish bias. You see what you did. Now you are chopping around it, but you are unable to actually close, and you know what is reclaim. So it's not just the chop around. You need to do push to the upside, reclaim the area, and up. This is what is reclaim. You also need that retest. That was never happening. You went down again inflection point. You do nice job. There is battle, and now you start pushing up. You do the retest now. That's great sign, and now you trade above it. So fantastic. This time this one was front run. There was a chop here, but you see now these two anchor VWAPs, very important for the confluence. So both of them carry big importance. So retest, rejection, another confluence. Lastly, we need to turn on the AMT. I'm just showing you a few basic things. Like, no matter how advanced trader you are, you need to understand basic technical analysis and price action, and then you layer on top of it order flow, and it's gonna make your life much easier. Last thing I was watching for our time frame, the traders in our group know this box here. For me it was big resistance on the retest. Actually, there was an encouraging sign. We might trade above the box. Yes, we'll see. There was one hour candle moving to the outside of this box, but I just showed you there was heavy resistance outside. So for me, I was not only viewing it as this box only, but it was stretching up to the CME gap, up to the anchor VWAPs, up to the market structure, up to the trap traders. Very nice box for me. Okay. And now, after we started to see rejections, what I liked and what was essential here was to return back into the box. Back into the box. Ideally, you are not reclaiming this box outside. Yes, this was crucial for me. I want to see rejection at the top of the box. Stay in the box, and in the end, break down out of the box. That's how you were comfortable holding this nice fat short. Let me show you that short again. And why it's crucial, I need to zoom out again to our time frame. Why it's crucial? Because Bitcoin, is doing 26% bounce, but don't expect Bitcoin after 26% to what do you want? Like the full range rotation is, how unlikely is that? So there needs to be fight for this box. That was my thinking. There will be big fight for this box. If you reclaim this box, what is the ideal reclaim here? Reclaim like this. That would be alternative, yeah? You do something like this, you now push here, you start trading outside this box, then you attack the highs, you do range. That's beautiful. This was not happening. And why it's essential to actually reclaim this box? So my swing long from 50k can reach 50, 65, and even 70 in case we do more rotations, because then you will be thinking, oh, where is my level? My level, I deleted it or what? Yes, I did. So if you reclaim this box, then you can again start thinking about 5x range rotation. This is, by the way, less influential now because it already was serving a lot of data for these trades here. But now 5-month range, you can start thinking about potential to trade this 5-month range, and go for the high volume node and point of control. 67k, and then ultimately for the VWAP and even all-time high. So yeah, this is crucial box, and for now we are rejecting it. Let me return back to the trades. So I simplified. Of course, I was navigating traders with the order flow as we were taking it. One thing I need to mention, this intraday long had take profit target taken here, so this was closed fully. If I would not do that, how much profit would I lose on the long? 7% of this long would be already sacrificed back to the market. Yeah, so definitely don't want to do that. I'm having new positions here which also are not so likely they will survive, but it's okay. You need to control your greed. For much larger push to the upside, I will have still the swing trade, and in case we do deeper pullback, I will be building new longs. But this was target set, and it was hit. One thing now, this trade here, why this was actually the easiest trade of this year, one of the easiest trades of this year. We will move now back to Tradinglite. I made 20-minute video just speaking about these walls for our traders in a group. I will be doing shorter version here. Just so you can also learn it a bit, because you can just see the wall. If you use Tradinglite, you can see the wall and you can think for yourself, okay, these walls can be not real, they can be spoofs. You can think many things about this. Let me tell you my thinking, and believe me, I was reading some Twitter traders. They're only like I can count good Twitter traders on one of my hands. That's it, from those thousands of bullshits there. Everybody had some theories. Someone was saying this is big short. Let me tell you what was my thinking. 50-minute time frame first. First of all, I noticed there is an entity operating in a market with very deep pockets, sizing from 300 to 1 billion. These two take profits here were 500 Bitcoin walls, the same size of these walls here. When entity is operating with some special capital, it usually like to use same size walls. So for me, it's very likely. We see massive volume at 50k. Someone, I think, very likely went into the longs at the 50k, and he was taking take profit one here with these walls for 500 each, and this was for him take profit too. First of all, we didn't know that the trader is actually taking profit. We found out a bit later. So let me show you a bit more about this area. Let's go. Refresh. I actually maybe crash the Tradinglite. Yeah, I'm too fast on the Tradinglite. Let's go. Okay, we are getting there. So this is absolutely juicy fat scenario for you. You are reaching all your targets, you are reaching your short area, and now someone is placing 500 Bitcoin walls together. You can actually see in order book suit he placed, so 87, we were neutral here. We started placing initially 3,500 Bitcoin shorts, yes, in the orders. Then it was culminating up to 6,000, and he placed even more, so his position was 7,500. You see, this was the peak. There were some additional walls from other people probably, but I would say 7,000 Bitcoin shorts were coming from the entity. So if you are taking day trade short, scalp short, whatever short, you can utilize the guy in your favor. Also, if you trade long enough, 500 Bitcoin wall is not fun. Actually, a single 500 Bitcoin wall can affect the price. Now you are getting 10 of them plus, or even 15 of them. So, if you short, whatever short you take, you can actually use these guy orders for your invalidation. That's one of the approaches you can do. So there is no financial advice with this video. It's just education and entertainment, please. Okay, so you can utilize the guy. I myself was shorting heavily. I shorted the hell out of this market. This was one of the most profitable days of this year for me, like days. I added 15% to accounts, I think, together. I was not even counting. This was like crazy. I started when he placed the walls from 62k. What was really great about it, I'm not going as much into detail. I literally did a very detailed video in our group, so people know how to actually trade this guy, how to trade these walls. But for me, it was super important to know later the guy is very serious with these orders, and you can see that here, because we never know if it's spoof, yeah. But if first walls are getting retested and filled, like here, it's getting chances of he is like spoofing are declining rapidly, yes. So did we have, oh yeah, actually, because he was lowering the walls, This was this was 500. Yeah, so we were attacking the wall for a few times. So first of his wall was filled, second of this wall was filled. By the way, I call him entity. This could be like many entities together, you don't know, but they act together, they are coordinated. That's what matters. So these walls are putting massive pressure on the price. Each time we approach the area, like from here to here, I took heavy, massive shorts on both account. I mean, mainly scalper account. The other account was sitting in the day trade short. I added to it a bit. I make leverage harder and wider, but that's it, you know. So you see how he was pressuring market hard. One thing which happened later, and we started to. This is another tip for you, and then more tips are just in our group. He started pulling the walls, so he was canceling the orders, and the market started to see big open declines. Yes, he, in my opinion, was closing his positions. He's very likely, it's like 95% chance he was closing positions as open interest started to see massive declines. So for me, this was already telling me this is not new short, like someone wants to initiate short or someone wants to just suppress the price. There was some incentive to do that, but like you could be thinking about it before, because we had so many. If I lower this threshold from 1 to 100, we had smaller walls to be filled here. So yeah, he could be just filling his own positions with this spoofing, but it was not the case, because the open interest started to dive down when he started, you know, canceling walls. So when he canceled the wall, open interest declined similar way as well. So he started market shorting, yes, and he was also lowering the walls. So later on, you can assume that was also important assumption, when even when he canceled the orders, when you calculate the open interest, the delta, and all the parameters I actually calculated for our group, I said it's very likely he will be in the order books. He will be just doing it more stealthy way, because what he started doing was he canceled all the walls and then he started placing smaller walls to just suppress the price, like here, yeah. And he was, you see big open decline, so he was also market shorting the so he was closing on a market, he was suppressing loads of walls, he was trying to fill there. So he was still there, cheeky, waiting, but you know, his ammunition was going down, yeah. Sooner or later he will be out, and then market can trade freely, yeah. For this wall was also holding us, so you had a lot of chances to be short. I will be now returning down, because I gave the really good setup in a group. You see there is no inside trading in a group. I'm giving a lot of things in advance. For me, yes, some people view it as a bit of like spoon feeding, but I know people, even when they are getting so much navigation in the trading, they can still mess up with trade management. They cross trade prematurely. They can do many mistakes. So yeah, I'm helping people with these easy setups. This was the weekend now, and I said, traders, for shorts, alerts are here. We have curve highs, liquidity grab, very easy to cascade all of them into nice wick and exhaustive price action, and then Friday high swing failure pattern. So I'm clearly saying I will not be trading anything from this point once the guy is out. Alerts 62k up to 62k, and then Friday high for the swing failure pattern. Only two areas I want to trade. Like, it's so key to actually set the plan of action for you, yeah. Look what price did, and we can go to the liquidity tool now. Liquidity tool. So did you saw my screenshot? I put the area from here up to 62,000. What did we do? Was that predictable? Yes, of course it was. Why it was predictable? Simple price action principles. People shorting here, everybody who was shorting with the trader, starting from here, equal highs together here, as well here. Actually, you can watch it from here, because this was another push. So from here, two highs together, more highs getting built. There was very clear liquidity out here. Everybody who was shorting will have nice stop losses here. That's what market did, you see. Taken into the 62k, big reversal. I said it's going to have wick, we are seeing the wick. I said it's going to be exhaustive, we are seeing massive volume upside, so force buying. And yeah, if you had alert, you could be shorting as well here. Like weekend, I don't like trading, but yeah, you could have this very predictable trade here. You would fail here, you would be looking swing failure pattern. So you can also So that's another winning trade. Did I took it? Actually, I got some limits, so I was not present on a trader at the computer, but this shorting day on Friday made me so much profit. I put some limits and just stop loss behind the high, and you can do this on smaller leverage. So I had the so this was more of a, this was actually taken on swing account, so it was not big leverage, just I think 2x. So I captured this one as well. Now this was your last chance to actually take another short if you were missing Friday. This was the liquidity grab now, this was covered. We can now focus on what is happening currently now, and that's going to be it. What trades I took just right now, and what we can expect next from the Bitcoin. We are now going back into the Discord so you can see everything. Okay, so this is, we can cover, so there was, you see all trades I'm taking, just beauty, huh? So I had first long here, this was the 58,300. For me this was, you need to go into the Exocharts, so I can explain. I don't expect any like big day trades here. Actually market failed to close CME gap. You can merge all these things together. So we are ranging for 3 days. It's very obvious the market fails with the swing failure pattern at this low and at this little consolidation. All the volume who was building here, all the longs who were longing will have very little and limited support once market goes down. You see this was impulsive move to the upside. You already had inefficiency getting filled here, yeah, into the CME gap. But same thing here over here, this is no proper support. The range here is more of a statistics, because after you run liquidity, after you run very big liquidity nodes, you get some kind of stabilization. You get as bounces. People take profit. A lot of people use liquidity, to take profit first. So you are consolidating in middle of the nowhere, yeah. So liquidity trade long for me was great, but as market fails to push for the CME gap, because we have large gap, I started to be thinking it will be just intraday, and very likely intraday means like you can hold just few hours. It's gonna start the scalp and then you hold while the range is progressing, yeah. So this was the end of liquidity long. We also on the order books, for me it was also area where we will very likely stop, because markets, people are longing over the weekend. We also had the CME, open interest increase. Yes, let's zoom out. So what people are doing since past few days, open interest heading down. This was the big short closing with these limits walls. He closed we went down massively, few $1,000, actually few thousand Bitcoins. That was that big short with the walls. Now we go, and from this moment, from 10 of August, from Saturday we started to see open interest building up. That's retail coming into the market, trying to buy the market basically. A lot of it was longs. What we are seeing now, market is going down, and these people, when you check the order books, look how empty they are on Binance. It was so easy to move down. All the people who were longing have nobody else to take the opposite side of trade. Very limited order books. Yeah, so if people are closing, there are no walls slowing down and absorbing their selling. Only now we starting to reach some kind of order flow support. Yes, but open interest actually was not fully round tripped yet. That's also another factor for you. So you can actually go a bit deeper into the 57,400, which is like first support, and like obliterate open interest fully. But you see the main damage was done already with this move, like big volumes. This is already, all the longs from the weekend are now destroyed, like most of them, like 80-70% of them. There was also so I took nice take profit. We failed to move above this high and stay above and feel more inefficiency, because you also have I was looking if we feel actually fully the fingerprint, but we failed, but we feel very good portion of it, and the move was almost 2%, so of course you take some nice take profits. The latest trade, let me show you. Oh yeah, this was also nice. when because we had some trap shorts at the lows, but mostly the balance position was like neutral. But on inverse, we had 50 million short getting trapped. First, someone was longing above, getting destroyed, and now inverse getting trapped. So that was also like trap shorts there. I also had another trade before I was like making this video. This was the super easy trade. Let me show you how actually like what was crucial for this trade. So first of all, this was the trade, yes, over here. Do you think it's small on the chart? This is 1.20% move. Bitcoin used to be like Bitcoin's volatility used to be like 1 to 3% per day. Bitcoin is extremely volatile now. This is scalp, but it's giving you profit as a day trade sometimes. So yeah. So I'm seeing Bitcoin is ranging. First of all, you see Bitcoin in the local range. You need to pull the range. You also need to mark the crucial lows. You can mark this as a swing failure pattern. Also, you see the market was trying to take out this low and failed. This actually made the low, this low weak. In the before you had weak, and it was pretty fine low because you also had buying tail in the Exocharts. So good reaction, strong reaction, but market did too deep pullback. It actually weakened the whole structure. Why? Because now you have people who were longing twice from the same area, and this is also almost like equal lows. An equal lows formation is usually taken out and fixed with better low. So this was future magnet for the price. In case you lose the val, you very likely go fixed lows. And market for sure did fix the lows. You are seeing a big candle moving down, another candle already pushing up, and since that moment you were unable to close below the level, below the swing failure pattern. So for you this is also swing failure pattern trade. You are unable to close below, stop loss behind the low. Last thing you want is market doing this, yeah? Then you know your entry is in danger. But you are doing swing failure pattern, you hold it. You can actually even pull golden zone here. Market was holding golden zone on pullback. That's a typical fractal you want from the swing failure pattern as well. So that was also holding. This is just price action principles from the from the analysis. You can also put the anchor view above the range here from this point. So you see the bias. Yes, market started losing the anchor view above the range. So it was very likely going for the val and for the lows. Super simple. You can delete it. Also, I can delete this. So initial move to the upside was great. This was daily open as well. And for you, if you want to see like market really strong, and you are first, you don't have this data. So let me move it like this. So if you want to see more momentum from the market, because now it grabbed liquidity, it fixed the lows. This is the box you watch. The val, you need to stay above the val, and also high volume node is point of control. If you reclaim, you can go higher and go for the VAH and the liquidity of the range on the short side. But it failed. So for you, this is take profit 2 as well. I got take profit 1 here and take profit 2 on scalper, and day trader had one wide take profit 1 for 50% in this area. So both entries for me are now risk free. In case market goes to fill rest of the low resistant regions over here and over here into the CME gap close, I have exposure. Okay, so that's perfect. That's really perfect. You can delete this. We can delete the range. So we will see how this develops. All you need to realize, this area here is still in the middle of the inefficiency. This is very little support for the Bitcoin. Okay, so if you start bouncing for the CME gap, it's less likely, but it can happen. So I have exposure, but in case we fail here, I will be looking for lower levels to actually find proper support. Do I have this marked? I think I do. All I need to do is here, move this over here. Needs to end here because these were breakout candles. So if market fails with this area, you will be looking for support out of this box. Yeah, this is previous market structure and also high volume node. It was traded, so it was weakened. You will be looking for for support from that box. And one thing you also can notice is we also have the equal lows here. So market might be looking to fix also these lows and the liquidity below. And same thing here. There is very likely you do liquidity grab and bounce out of here. If not, you will be filling the inefficiency candle here with single prints and low volume. And your next support is going to be again another, like you can be really patient and picking what you plan to trade. Another low here. This low is also pretty close, so there is also resting liquidity below. You can look to, to trade. These are two most like immediate areas you look for nice trade in case we go for a deeper pullback. So we can have a look on Bitcoin from a bit of order flow, and that's going to be it from this video. I already gave you so much information. I'm unable to do short videos because you see how it goes. I explain you everything. What I like in the 57 400 to 56 800, we have the order books stacking order. So this is going to be another order book support. So you see markets are getting ready here. So be ready as well. You might get them on their side. What is more concerning is the spot markets have very limited wall. So in case there is big spot market selling, very little orders are here to capture them. Look at that, like order book so empty. You can actually have a look on Okotoki, refresh it, so I can show you some notes. But order books are really empty to the downside. That's not good. Same to the upside. So that's why you also see big volatility. Look how empty it is. Both Coinbase and Binance have very little wall. So unless the new wall show up, not much support from the order books. Perpetuals will be trying to slow down in these areas. What is extremely strong support area for this, I can say week, is going to be 55k. We have pretty good defense there already. Most exchanges in the world are now defending 55k heavily. So future, make sure to have future support there. Why 55k? We can have a look on chart. Of course, yes. They, no, I don't need volume profile for that. They are front running the liquidity. Because when we go into the trading different, we go down 55. Oh yeah, because we can go for 50-minute time frame. They will be trying to protect these lows, and also they know if market gets into big selling, is either protecting of these lows so market don't grab this liquidity, or they are awaiting easy fill of their positions before market moves to the liquidity. But it should give a reaction at least, yeah. But be aware there is also big liquidity behind these walls. To the upside, we have defense for the 61,000 from the perpetual 61,800. They are protecting the current high very likely. Yeah, they are protecting in front of it. And from the spot market, we will need a bit of scrolling as well. All the walls are immediate, but there is not much support. Some to 62k from spot markets. For future resistance, definitely looking to be 62,500, 63k, and then like major resistance 65k. I don't think also a lot of market participants are scared, so they are not placing the limit. It's more a reactive market where there is going on, where you have a lot of market orders instead of limits. So that's why also order books are so empty. Yeah, I look at 50k. 50k is now getting protected like never before. Okay, we can have a look on TRDR. I can go over all templates, and that's going to be it in this video. So these are the order books. So order books, how are they looking? So we are getting some support. That's why you also range here. You are getting first order book supports on the aggregated side from the spot market and perpetuals, but it's nothing crazy. It's still not so big thresholds. Enough for the range stabilization, but not sure if it's going to be enough for the, to like super bounce here. You would need very likely lower pullback, so order books get even more like better ratios. Same like here, 50k. We got the blue bands at 50,000. That was major long here. We've got all kind of like all time frame bands here. That's very different to like more these local bands. This was also great bands. We've got the intraday and also medium time frame bands on this pullback I was explaining you before. And you see the pressure here. It was happening at the top as well. All these pressures gave us at least local range. Same like here. Now we have initial pressure on the bands. They are giving us local range. I was also explaining to our traders the drop until 49,000 and retest to 50k was extremely exhaustive from the aggregated delta. You know me, you know how it works. The more you sell on one side, the market then bounces with similar energy to the upside. I consider the energy from the 49 to 50,000 I would say not fully played out, but 80 to 90% of that energy was spent already on the rebuying positions. Why I can say such a statement and why I predicted, and it was extremely helpful by the way for my longs. We've reached aggregated selling of 2.7 billion here, okay? What happened to the upside in our short area? We've reached threshold of 2 billion already. So now market is a spring. Every time you put too much pressure on one side in volume and delta, once you start bouncing, a lot of people and market participants will be rebuying to other side. Now you reach 2 billion. So you already 80% of the move is played out from this energy. So if you go, I would say if you go beyond this high, there is still chance we go 65k, then the energy is fully played out. Your swing trade fully played out, but you must take profit on such threshold already, and you look for shorts as well. This was already great threshold. And you see market then was working with 1 billion threshold a lot. Even now, we still work with them. 30-minute time frame. This is, by the way, weekend, so you see no any side is creating nice volume. Now we are reaching 500. So 500 is enough for the local range to be traded. But if you want more intraday and strong accumulation of the volume, you want 1 billion. So that might come a bit later. Let's other template liquidations. This, you see in terms of liquidation how strong this event was. We've actually breached over these liquidations. Currently normal liquidations, nothing super exhaustive. By the way, you see the top here when I was taking shorts, big 25 million of shorts liquidated. So you know also people who shorted from 60,000 down to 59,000 are now getting smashed and absolutely destroyed in this move to the upside. Market was telling you this is peak of exhaustive volume. Most shorts are destroyed. And it's connected to the previous template I was showing you. Aggregated open interest. How are we looking from the open interest? So we've got the major wipeout to the open interest. I can also mention you a small tip. When market was falling heavily and we were already some trading these regions, you see everybody who was longing here got truly smoked and annihilated with the move below in this candle here. Yeah, this was the largest open interest decline. That's why it was also super juicy to buy these lows, especially not 49k but 50k retest on the pullback, because you destroyed everybody longing since 14th of April. Not just longing, everybody longing and shorting. Total wipeout. So now spot market took over. Value buyers after Bitcoin got cheaper from 70,000 to 50,000 big mark stepped in and they bought the market. He's also showing you the leverage is not participating as much on the move to the upside. Currently we have the only how much 13 to okay, so there was 2 billion open interest increase, not bad. So leverage is participating, but definitely not same size as before. Yeah, we moved a lot, but the open interest is a bit lagging. So this is spot is fully in control here. CVD, how is CVD looking? 5-minute time frame. So there was, you see who was leading move to the upside. Coinbase was moved to the upside. Why Coinbase? Very likely ETF buyers who never had exposure in Bitcoin from 50k, they were buying the dip heavily. We can actually look on premium and it's gonna confirm what I'm saying. We can go to Bitcoin chart. 15-minute time frame is fine. Oh yes, since 50k hit, we are getting premium on Coinbase, which is showing you ETFs were heavily buying. When Coinbase premium is on the, when you see Coinbase premium, it means US market is paying more for Bitcoin to get Bitcoin. So it's just demand from ETF and from US buyers. Now we get to neutral. So you see the momentum is also drying up. So these people may be showing up when we start trading on cash open, but yeah, neutral now, starting to be negative. You can see that on CVD as well, it's curving down. Binance selling a bit, and Coinbase as well. You see, since our initial short, we started to see big pressure on the, look at those thresholds. So big pressure, perpetuals were actually pressuring much more than spot market. That's why also market was unable to go down initially. But from this moment, actually, there was this was change of, just definitely changed. Spot started to be more bearish on intraday and medium time frame, and also the perpetual started to be more bullish. They were started to lay a profit, taking walls from shorts here, so very nice play. Funding rate. This is, by the way, concerning a bit. I mean, of course not for me, because I have shorts, so definitely not concerning. It's just concerning for the long I have here. For the intraday long, the leverage is now, aggregation, funding rate is now spiking heavily. So market is not looking that healthy. It means when you range here, the spot is not so interested in buying, but who is buying is definitely leverage. Leverage is heavily buying here. Is this good region to buy? Like when you look at the charts? No, they very likely will be destroyed. So you can only trade this local range. Sure, if markets closes CME gap, as I told you, you will have some exposure, but this, for me is not full size exposure as I would plan from here or from taking out these lows. So yeah, leverage trying to buy, retail trying to buy here, but it's not the strongest area. You need to play it safe. Okay, long video, a lot of knowledge passed to you. If you like it, just give it a like and thumbs up to this video. And if you want to learn with us, just join the group. You will go over educational modules and you will master the order flow. Thank you for watching, traders, and bye in the group.